Welcome to the show we call Procrastination Central. You wanted this, and this is what the fuck you got. I apologize. That's fucking ridiculous. Again, just chilling today, just hanging out. Kids at school, daughters in college, wife's at work. It's me alone in the house. Yeah, so I had a bunch of cereal. Anyways, I don't know what to talk about as always. I posted this shit online and then everybody's like, "Oh, you should get on." And I said, "Fuck it, let's do it." I think it's been really weighing on me. I saw the cutest movie ever. It's called Marcel the Shell with the Shoes On. Fucking great movie. I can't stop saying it. It's a fucking kid movie, but fuck it. It's awesome. The other thing is, I just been waking up early, going to work early as fuck now, and I get a lot of like time to do shit, but I don't do anything. I do a lot of playing video games. Modern Warfare came out, so fuck that. It's taking a lot of time on me and my family. I just realized I dropped some cereal. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, everything's pretty good, man. I don't even know what to talk about. Today we're gonna talk about the mailman and the mannequins. Imagine. Tyree's like, what the fuck? No, honestly, it's been weird. When I've been working, I don't even talk to that fool as much. I don't really see that fool, and it's weird because that's my dog. In some circles, it might be called, my emotional support friend or whatever the fuck. But it's different not to see that fool. I hang out with the wife a lot now, watching a gang of fucking shows. And then I fall asleep early as fuck like an old ass man. I wish I could tell you something better, but that's it. That's all I got going on. I will say this though, things have changed. I've gotten older. And everything much. Yeah, well, my vocabulary's gone down and the way I speak is all fucked up. But anyways, I've had a lot more pride in being brown and understanding that shit. Even my daughter, she goes to college and she roommates with a lot of different ethnicities. That sounds bad. That looks bad. No. She dorms with all kinds of people. So she's like, it's weird here in Monte or over here with a bunch of brown people, you don't really notice the way we interact in our culture till she went over there. And then the way they behave, she's not constantly, but she does have to check them. Because it's like, hey, what the fuck? This is not how we do it back home. This isn't how anybody does it back home. And that's because in our culture, you don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. That's not the way they work, when you're of privilege or of money or other shit like that. So she's finding out though, but she's gonna end up in a good place because I think at one point she'll kind of be those people that we not don't like, but that we kind of go, that they're so far removed from being Chicano or brown or anything like that. So you kind of you look at them like, because that's not your generation. But I like seeing that shit. Because whenever you see some guy named Lopez and this motherfucker looks like he's from Spain, even though his ancestors came from Mexico, or they were here, that means that somewhere in his lineage, somebody was like me. I was one of his ancestors. And now this motherfucker gets to parade around TikTok and do dumb shit. But, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? For our families and our people to not struggle anymore. It's fucked up that we lose the culture, but it is nice to have that fucking like, yo, someday we aspire to that. And even though it's dumb shit, it might be annoying and you're like, man, fuck these fools. Their ancestors struggled so fucking hard for them to be there, for them to get there. You know what I mean? And I like that. I appreciate that because I think about all the sacrifices that, we've made for the kids. And it's like, for them to make it there to become whatever the fuck they want to become. They don't even have to become doctors and lawyers, but if they want to, they have the ability to. You know what I mean? We're backing them up that whole way. So I like that. I like the fact that I do see what we refer to as sellouts, but it would be nice for them to keep their culture, for them to remember where they came from and remember, in their history, your grandpa was me. I'm your fucking grandpa. Or your daddy. I don't know. I'm one of those. Why am I your daddy? What? I said this shit to myself the other day, and I fucking and there was this girl, and she gave me a look, right? Because I drive the bus, and you get a bunch of dumb little kids, and one of them was she was a college, was, but I've had high schoolers, like, they give you a certain look, like, oh, and dog, I'm a grown ass man, I'm a fat grown ass man working. So I look at him like, oh, get out of here. And the other day, I literally, like, in my head said, get out of here. I could be your daddy. And then it hit me. Oh, shit. What if I said that shit? They'd be like, because it's weird, right? The tone was, man, get out of here. I could be your father, young bitch or whatever. But it could have sounded like, I could be your daddy. And I say shit like that all the time. I said it to somebody. No, not somebody. My bad. I always say shit to myself. I'm real conscious. Like, I live inside my head because I know if I let all this shit out, people are going to be like, something wrong with that fool. So, I think it was, who was it? Like, like, you ever get cut off by a cop, or you see some fucking guy driving about 1,000 miles an hour and he runs a red light, and then you see the cop fucking pull that guy over, and I said to myself, like, yeah, get his ass. And mainly because it cut me off. That's it. That's the only reason I care. That's the only reason, like, yeah, you know what? You guys should follow these rules. Damn it, motherfuckers. You deserve that ticket. But if it wasn't me and they were just speeding, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Fucking kill yourself. That's your business. My thing was, I thought it was fucking hilarious that I say these borderline inappropriate shit to myself. And you know what? This is funny because, and I'm going to put this shit on my shit because I can't do that with Javier. Javier will fucking pick apart, and then I look all fucking perverty, or, you know what I mean? Because I do it to him all the time. It's, oh, I got a fucking mannequin. Yeah, you do. You got a little fucking mannequin in your garage. And he's over there just touching the nipples and rubbing my. But look, what I'm saying is, that happens. You say inappropriate shit to yourself all the time. Sometimes you think inappropriate shit. They're called intrusive thoughts. I have a lot of them. But do you act on them? No. You're a fucking adult, or you're smart enough to know better. Don't fucking act on that shit. Just say it to yourself. Laugh your fucking ass off because you're a ridiculous person. And then move on. That's my point. Like, I think there's that level of, like, yeah, things are going to be awkward. If you're a certain person like me, you're just awkward no matter what you do. You want to say the right thing. You want to not sound like a fucking weirdo. And you want to not fucking make yourself look bad. But it's fucking natural. You're a human being. It's going to happen. No matter what, you're going to say some shit and be like, hey, check this out. And then, bam, you're a fucking disgrace. And you shouldn't be sharing stuff like that with this person. And oh no, now you're in trouble with their whole family. All I'm saying is, there's levels to this shit, and I don't mean to be this way. I'm just myself. I have to rock with it because I can't change it. I've changed it so much. Like, pay attention to me when I tell you this. I've had problems, actual problems, off of the jokes that I fucking say and give people. And it's always like, I don't know how to fucking not cross that line. You know what I mean? One time I, hold on, somebody's calling. Oh, I'll call her back. It's my daughter. It's not a side bitch or anything like that. I don't have time for that. Imagine feeding 2 people aside from the family. Fuck, I'd be broke. Anyways, so I fucking, oh shit, I had a lost train of thought. The phone's still ringing. That's why. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm me. Swear to God, this is this is really who I am. So I would get in trouble. I would say certain shit, or I can't control myself. And my son's the same way right now, and he's constantly getting in trouble, and we're constantly checking this fool. But the silver lining is I've been through all that shit. I was the one who said the wrong thing, who did the wrong thing, went to the wrong place, shouldn't have fucking approached these people. But because I've learned through all that and I've paid the price constantly throughout my life, I can check him and be like, look, don't do that. I can't help it. I know, but don't fucking do it. You need to find a way to channel that into something else. You need to dump that energy before you fucking want to move on and interact with people. It's hard. It's not fucking easy for us. You know, we're fucking scatterbrained. We move all over. We're moving sometimes way too fast. And it doesn't make sense to us. Like, why are they upset? But what you don't realize is I'm running. Like, let's say I'm running, right? You see me running to a situation. I got my knife out. I'm running down the street. To everyone else, I look like a psychopath. But in my mind, I better chop that fucking tree down before my dad gets home or he's going to be pissed. That's what I see. That's it. I don't fucking see everyone else. I don't see all that other shit. I just see my goal. And that goal, I'm so focused and centered on it. I got that tunnel vision. I don't see that everybody's like, this man's running around with a fucking knife. Oh my God. You look like a psychopath. I used to fucking look like that to a lot of people. The thing is getting rid of it. Getting rid of that fucking energy. You know, I self-talk. That's where you fucking have, like this. You have this full conversation with yourself where scenarios and thoughts and, you know, it keeps your brain running all fucking day. And sometimes it's exhausting. And when bad things happen, it's fucking grueling. Because it's like, how do I deal with this situation? You know what I mean? I had a problem with this person. And before, when I was younger, it'd be like, fuck, like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? And then, well, if this person tells me this, I'm going to say that. Well, if this person does this, I'm going to do that. Well, if they think about this, then I should be thinking about that. Well, what's my reaction if that happens? What the fuck? And you lose your fucking mind. And it's exhausting. As I got older, it all got quieter. And it was so much simpler. And now at this age, finding that like pride in yourself and your people and your family and what you do really fucking just centered me. Like, you know, I listen to, you know, nothing against like rap and like people like Snoop Dogg or Tupac. I grew up with all that shit, right? So you just love all that shit. Like, man, I'm listening to fucking crazy shit. And from all kinds of places, right? So then I evolved more and it was like, I'm listening to like people like Beach House. If you don't know who Beach House is, just imagine the word beach house as people. That's exactly what the fuck it is. It's white shit that, you know, they love it. It's dope. I like it. I love it. I went to the concert. It's fucking awesome. But it's a different style. You know what I mean? You would look at me and be like, what the fuck? And that's what exactly people did at the concert. I sat by my fucking self. We're in the benches all the way at the top of the Greek. And I'm in this one little corner. And my daughter's behind me so she could see better. Nobody sat next to me. There was fucking nobody there. Like, everybody just went, nope. And I had a little bubble. And even the dickhead that was supposed to be next to me was standing on the fucking stairs. You know, that's just the way it is. I look a certain way. I go to certain places, and it's just like, fool, you don't belong here. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I see my goal, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. So you have to be aware of the things that you do, but you also have to just do them. Fuck it. Make you happy. You're not hurting nobody. Fuck it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to the music. I started listening to brown people, and not just, you know, Paisa music, because that's always what it comes down to. Like, oh, you listen to Paisa music? Of course. Hello, I was raised as a Paisa. But I listen to more Chicano music, you know, get more into the art, the culture. Like, when you're immersed in it, I don't mean gang culture. That's part of it, but that's not it. Chicano, it just feels like home. It sounds like a fucking ad for this shit. You should be Chicano. No, it sounds like corny and shit, but it's true. Like, it just gave me that pride of like, you know, I gotta be this way for my family. I gotta be this way for myself. The motherfuckers looking up to me, and if anyone on the street looks at me this way, I still remember that, dog, we're still people, right? And then if I see someone my color, like, hey, dog, this is our people. I ain't trying to fucking tear you down. I'm trying to pick you up. So you get this sense of community without actually being in the community or having a part of it. You know, I don't go to car shows and all that shit. I don't fucking gangbang. I'm not, you know, hanging out, partying with everybody. But the way I carry myself, I think people feel it like, oh, I got you, homie. That's the fucking feeling I get from people. And I love it. So I carry myself with the same way. It's weird. I tried to tell my wife this, but she couldn't understand it. She doesn't have no chicanismo. She just couldn't understand the love that you have for brown people. You know, just, hey, you know, I support every race out there, but I'm a fucking rep the brown, and hopefully they'll rep me. And that love, it makes me want to be better. Like I'm carrying shit on me. I got that pride. So I like it. I like this shit. You know, it makes me feel good. And ever since then, I've been doing nothing but shit for the family without going crazy or losing my mind. And I've gotten so much better at that with my, you know, the way my mind works. So I don't know if you're out there and you're watching this shit thinking, this shit's never going to get better for me. Or maybe you have a sense of pride, but it's not fully established. Like, it's more of just your own pride. Take pride in others and the things that people do that look like you. That's why I 100% support it when, like, black people are like, we need to have more representation in the media. It's like, yeah, you do. Go ahead. It's like, well, what about brown? Brown people too. That's the difference. It's not, no, brown people should have more representation. No, it's, we should in general as people. Yeah, fuck yeah. Everybody should. Not just my people. Like, that's where we get it all fucked up. And, you know, I didn't mean to jump on this soapbox. Like I said, I don't even know what to talk about. It's just that that's something that did cross my mind recently. That and, you know, fuck it. If you're a grown-ass man, right, and you watch adult films, at what age do you not watch the young girls anymore? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're 18, you come across some adult shit. There's always those 18-year-old girls, right? So that's kind of like, that's, you know, it's similar. You turn 25. It's like, you know, you still watching them young girls? Well, you're not far. Okay. You're 30. 30, looking at a 19-year-old, it's a little... Now it's a little bit of a stretch, but I get it. You know what I mean? I'm 36. I don't look at 19-year-olds in those things. I'm like, no. Like, to me, I just see a regular fucking girl, young girl, doing whatever she's doing. That doesn't appeal to me, and I don't understand how people do that. And I get it. People like that shit, but it does make you think, like, why don't we, like, as men, like grown-ass men, how come we don't grow with that? It's like, I'm a 30-year-old. I like 30-year-old women. I'm 40 years old. I like 40-year-old women. I'm 50 years old. I like 50-year-old women. Like, how do we not progress? You know what I mean? And I'm just talking about real man shit, like shit you like. You know, obviously, I'm not chasing fucking 36-year-old women. I'm just saying there's a level of the things you enjoy, but then there's a level of, are you in your age group? Are you in your age bracket? Are you being realistic? Or are you just playing into that fantasy? And if that fantasy is somebody younger, is that okay? I don't know. Right on the bottom. Let me know. Because I think about it and it crosses my mind. I'm like, it's pretty strange. It's pretty strange. I don't know. It's maybe some grown man shit. But it's just the way I've been operating lately. And that's all this is me just being open with you guys, not Pause, not. But you know what I'm saying. It's just being cool. Like, this is the way I think, and this is why you watch it, and this is why you comment, and this is why you guys call me a fool and start talking shit. But anyways, I'm not a big fan of that. I think this was good. How long is this shit? It's been like 20 minutes. I've been rambling like a motherfucker. You guys can hop on and comment and do a little. I think there may be a surprise later today with the Nasty Crew. I don't know. I can't even comment on it because it might happen, it might not. But let's see. Let's see what happens. What else? Should I make it longer? That's what she's. No, that doesn't fit. Anyways, bye. I was just playing. Peace.